In example 7, here we're going to be using bearings, which we haven't done for a little while. But we're also going to solve a word problem here to find out how far a child has swam in a lake. I would probably recommend not letting your own child swim this far, but do as you wish. So, as you can tell, I already have a triangle drawn here, so you make sure you draw the triangle. It says a child swam from A to B, so if you're going from A to B, he swam at a bearing of north 28 degrees east. So that means this angle from here to here is going to be 28 degrees. Remember, whenever we talk about bearings, you measure from your vertical, not your horizontal. So after he got to point B, then what he did is he swam at a bearing of 58 degrees. So 58 is not inside your triangle here. 58 is instead out here from your vertical to the angle. So this is your 58 degrees from here to here. So what we're trying to find is we're trying to find out how many total meters did the child swim. So we're going to figure out what we can get by taking side C and side A. So our final problem we're trying to find out is we want to add side A plus side C. In order to do that, we need to find the lengths. So if we can use this 800 on the left, then we have to know what this angle is right here. If we're going to find out what side A is, that means we're going to need A over the sine of 50 or 28 degrees. But the only other side we can use is our 800, so that means we're going to have an 800 up here. But we need to find out what our angle B is. So we need to figure out what this angle is right here. Well, we know by alternate interior angles that if we have a 28 degrees down here, that since we have a horizontal line here, a vertical line there, and another vertical line here, alternate interior angles means that this is going to be 28 degrees here. So in order to figure out what angle B is, angle B ends up being 58 plus 28, which gives us 86 degrees. And if you subtract that from 180, then that's going to give you a total of 94 degrees. So 94 degrees is your angle B. And once again, we get angle B by taking 180 minus your 58 degrees plus 28 degrees. And that is how we end up getting 94 degrees. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to say the sine of 94 underneath here. So once we do all of our math, multiply, cross multiply, divide, we find out that side C, this is, gosh dang, no, this is side A. So side A ends up and gives you 376.5 meters. So that's for side A. Now to find out what side B is, or side C, we need to take C over, let me do this in a different color here. In order to find out what side C is, we're going to say C over the sine of, well, we need to find out what angle C is. So if we take, for angle C, if we're going to take out, add our 28 plus 94, that gives us a solid 122. So 180 minus 22 is going to give you 58 degrees. So angle C is 58 degrees. So we get the sine of 58 degrees is equal to the 800 over our our sine of 94. And we find out that C ends up equaling 680.1 meters. So since our total distance that the child swam is going to be equal to your A plus your C, so side A of your triangle plus side C, you end up and take 680.1 plus 376.5. This ends up and gives you a total of 1,056.6 meters. So short distance. Once again, I do not recommend that you let your kids swim that far.